So I can imagine that you are here because you saw the title of today's podcast episode and you are ready to finally understand why your manifestations have not been showing up. You're probably in the position that you've done quote unquote everything. You've done the meditations, the affirmations, the journaling prompts, the manifestation methods, every single thing that manifestation resources and TikTok videos and YouTube tell you to do in order to manifest what you want into your life. And yet nothing is budging. Your manifestations aren't showing up and you are so over it. If that resonates with you, or if you're just in the position that you want to avoid this kind of frustration, then this is going to be the perfect podcast episode for you, because today on the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, we are going to be talking about why your manifestations haven't shown up, even though you are doing everything that you think you need to be doing in order to manifest those things into your life, and what you can do to start to create that shift so that you're actually starting to receive your manifestations. What's up, and welcome to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, the podcast that demystifies all of the nonsense that surrounds manifestation and gives you a realistic view of what it's like to be on a personal, professional, and spiritual growth journey. I'm your host, Kat Kozad, manifestation and money mindset expert, and I'm so happy you're here. Let's fucking do this thing. Whether you are brand new to manifestation or have been in the world of manifestation for quite some time, not manifesting what you want into your life, even though you feel as though you are doing everything right, can be one of the most frustrating things and lead you to have these what the fuck moments of whether manifestation is even real in the first place, thinking that something is wrong with you, believing that the universe isn't conspiring in your favor. And I want to tell you that none of those things are true. And what we're going to be diving into on today's podcast episode is the real reason that your manifestations haven't shown up yet, especially if you are taking action to, again, quote unquote, do everything to manifest those things into your life. And when I say that, I mean what is traditionally taught out there when it comes to manifestation in terms of the vision boards, the affirmations, the journaling, the methods, watching the YouTube videos, TikToks, whatnot that you see. And what I will say about those things is that those things in and of themselves are incredible tools. They are not what actually manifests and creates the dream life and the things that you desire for yourself. But those things are incredible enhancers. They're great things to help you shift your energy or expand your awareness or reach to a different vibration that maybe you haven't in the past. But at their core, they are not the actual meat that is going to help you, again, manifest the life that you desire for yourself. And what is so much deeper than that. If you listen to the No Bullshit Manifestation Show, you will know that I am constantly talking about rewiring the structure of the subconscious mind and doing the deep healing work that is necessary for you to act and operate in a new vibration that will allow you to naturally attract and manifest what you want into your life. And that is the core of what actually allows you to attract and manifest what you want into your life. And we're going to be diving deeper into that. But before we do, I want to remind you all that there is only 6 days left for you to join this round of the Abundant AF Babe Academy, which is my signature online manifestation program that has been specifically designed to help you eliminate all mental, emotional, and energetic blockages that have been holding you back from attracting and manifesting the life that you desire to have. And what we're going to be talking about in this podcast episode is just scratching the surface of what we get into and the deep healing work that we do inside of the Abundant AF Babe Academy that will allow you to transform your vibration and elevate into a higher set point of attraction to naturally manifest the things that you desire into your life. So if you know that you have been on the fence, you've been thinking about joining the Abundant AF Babe Academy, or you know that you need help and guidance to transform your life and your manifestations, now is the time to act. Because again, there's only 6 days when this podcast episode is aired left in enrollment for this round of the Abundant AF Babe Academy. And I will not be opening the doors for enrollment again until well into the second half of 2023. So again, if you know that this is the year that you want to fully understand how to use intentional manifestation into your life so that you can create the best possible life for yourself moving forward, click the link down below in the show notes to claim your spot inside of the Abundant AF Babe Academy. There's only very limited spots left at this point, and I want to make sure that you get your spot in this round. So with that being said, let's dive back into why your manifestations haven't showed up and what you can actually do about it. So if, again, you've been on this journey, you've been doing what you're told to do from all of these traditional manifestation resources, and what you want is not manifesting into your life, this is a byproduct of your brain and your body not communicating with each other. And I'm going to say it again. This is a byproduct of your brain and your body not communicating with each other. So what do I mean by your brain and your body not communicating with each other? So essentially, when you are starting your intentional manifestation journey, or you are already on your intentional manifestation journey and you're wanting to call in bigger, better, and more abundant things into your life, it takes some time, work, and consistency of creating a new belief system around who you get to be and the life that you get to have as the version of yourself who already has the things that you're wanting to manifest into your life. And again, if you listen to the podcast, I talk about this a lot with the embodiment piece of identifying who you would be as that version of yourself who already has the manifestations, and then showing up as that version of yourself on a day-to-day basis, because that's what's going to shift your vibration. But if you are doing that, and you're creating these new belief systems, you have the affirmations, you have the vision of what it is that you want to manifest, and your body is not in alignment with that, then there's not going to be space for you to attract and manifest that into your life, as well as you're probably going to find yourself in patterns of self-sabotage or holding yourself back from fully pursuing whatever it is that you need to do in order to meet the universe halfway in receiving that manifestation. And the reason that our brain and our bodies oftentimes do not communicate with each other is because, yes, we can do the mindset work all day long. We can say the affirmations, do the subconscious rewiring, do all of these deep healing things to create that new perspective of self. But if you haven't done the work to heal your trauma, to clear out the emotional, energetic, and physical blockages that are living inside of your physical body, then your brain and your body just aren't going to communicate with each other. And it's as if your brain is 10 steps ahead and saying like, hey, get over here. This is what we're supposed to be doing. But your body is stood still and cannot move because it does not feel safe enough to move forward towards whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest into your life. And so this is where doing somatic work, somatic healing, trauma healing comes into play and is so necessary for you to easily and naturally not only manifest the small things in your life, but manifest that dream life, manifest that vision, that life, that business, the partner, the money, the big things that you desire for yourself. Because without doing the somatic work, you will find yourself in these patterns where your brain it gets ahead by however many steps, but your body's in the past and continuing to relive those repressed emotions and the trauma that it has not been able to fully process or release, and will actually hold you back from and sabotage you from manifesting those bigger, more beautiful, more abundant things into your life. Because again, your body doesn't feel safe to be able to become that version of yourself or to have those things. And therefore, that's the vibration that is being emitted out into the universe. No matter how much you're trying to shift your mindset, no matter how many affirmations you're saying, no matter how many meditations you're showing up for, none of those things can outweigh the repressed emotion and the trauma that we hold in our body. Because that, although you may not be consciously aware of it, is affecting your vibration so significantly and is sending those mixed signals out from what your brain is saying versus what your body is saying. And what also happens is that there's literally just not enough space inside of yourself to attract in and manifest the abundance that you desire, because in order for us to call in these bigger, better, more abundant things that we desire in our lives, we have to create the space for them, not only physically in our lives, but also on the mental, emotional, and energetic level. And again, the way that you create that space is through doing somatic work. And so for me, in my experience, this is something that I talked about on my Instagram this past week that hundreds of people resonated with, and I'm really hoping that it resonates with you as well, is that no matter how hard I tried in my manifestation journey and prior to starting my manifestation journey to have this positive mindset and constantly try to think with the glass half full versus half empty and fake it till I made it, that just didn't work. Because no matter how hard we tried to push the emotion down and push these past experiences down without fully processing them, there's going to come a day that we have to face them in order for us to continue to up-level and reach greater spaces in our lives. So again, bringing it back to me and my experience with this, when I was trying to manifest and doing, again, all of the quote unquote right things in order to manifest the things that I wanted into my life prior to doing the somatic healing work, manifestation felt like a ton of control. I was trying to control the way in which things were happening in my life, the way in which things could show up, and really just hustling and burning myself out on my manifestations. And once I reached this breaking point that I knew I needed to address the underlying emotion and trauma that I had experienced, and finally worked with a coach to help me move through all of those experiences, manifestation has never been easier. And I talk about this on my Instagram as well, is like manifestation literally to me at this point feels effortless. There's nothing that I really have to quote unquote do on a day-to-day basis in order to manifest what I want into my life, because all I have to do is show up for myself, honor my emotions, honor my desires, honor my inspiration, and act from that place. And I believe that this is a place that we are all capable of getting to when we properly process the emotion and the trauma that is living inside of our bodies. So with that, somatic healing, I will tell you, is something that I encourage each and every one of you to do with somebody who knows what they're doing. This is not something to jump into and try by yourself, unlike a lot of the mindset work. The mindset work, absolutely, you can do it by yourself. You can figure it out. There's resources on the internet, but when it comes to somatic healing, it would not be ethical of me to say, go figure it out, go do it on your own and walk yourself through this healing, because this healing work, this trauma release, the somatic work has to be done in a proper way in order for it to actually be effective and work in a way that's going to benefit you, as opposed to open up more trauma cycles in your life and put you in a position that is really messed up. So this work isn't anything to fear when you are in the hands of somebody who knows what they're doing and can help you properly work through and process all of this. But again, it wouldn't be ethical of me to show up on the podcast and be like, yep, go do it by yourself. You got this. Go figure it out, because that is definitely not the route that you should take with this. And this is one of the most major components that we focus on inside of the Abundant AF Babe Academy for this reason, is actually working through that trauma together with me, guiding you through the entire experience so that you can fully release it, fully purge it from your body, create that space inside of yourself so that you can call in more abundance, and then be able to walk out into the world afterwards with the tools to be able to continue to help and guide yourself through these moments where you have bits and pieces left to purge. Because let's be honest, in the human experience, there's going to be many moments where we need to purge these repressed emotions and traumas that we experience. And once you have the right tools and guidance from somebody who knows what they're doing, then you are capable of being able to maintain that work and continue to sustain it moving forward, as opposed to feel as though you need to go back to somebody every single time. And I can tell you, for me, again, in my life, after doing the somatic work and as I continue to do the somatic work, I initially just thought it was going to be this experience where I was purging this stuff so I could attract and manifest more of the things that I wanted into my life. But what has come from it that is even greater than that is just the level of trust and confidence and knowing that I have inside of myself. And I feel like the strongest, most confident, most able version of myself that I've ever been, because there's no longer these things of the past that are continuing to come up to the surface and hold me back. I really have fully landed in the higher version of myself that before doing this healing work, I only dreamed of being possible and was constantly trying to get myself there with just the mindset work. And again, the mindset work is incredible. It's a necessary part of this process, but it's not the end all be all of this. What actually is going to take you from the position of you not manifesting what you want into your life to the place where you are naturally and effortlessly manifesting everything that you want into your life is doing the somatic healing. So I know I use this analogy a lot, but I'm going to use it again. I want you to think about your mind and your body as a garden. And if you are on a healing journey, if you're on a manifestation journey and you are not manifesting what you want into your life, it's because there are weeds in the garden. And instead of walking around that garden, trimming those weeds down with the affirmations, with the meditations, with the visualizations, with the journal prompts, with forcing gratitude, positivity, all of these things that traditional manifestation resources tell you to do, what you actually have to do is get to the root of those limiting beliefs and of those traumas inside of your brain and body. And the mindset work is what starts to lift that weed out of the ground, but what fully pulls it out and creates the space in the ground is doing the somatic work. And that's where, with the help of an expert, you are able to penetrate where this trauma, where this repressed emotion is living inside of your physical body so that you can shake it up, loosen it, and release it from that energetic, emotional, and physical level so that you're creating the space in the ground for you to then plant the seeds of what you're choosing to be true about yourself and about your life moving forward. So planting those manifestations, planting the new belief systems, planting the new behaviors, whatever it may be for yourself, so that then all you have to do is tend to it and water it on a daily basis through your behaviors, through your beliefs, through that mindset work, so that you are creating these big, beautiful flowers, as opposed to, again, just consistently trimming down the weeds, trying to plant seeds and hoping that those weeds don't go back, because there's literally just not space to grow those flowers in the garden if the roots to those weeds are still underneath the ground. So that's how I want you to view this. And again, if you've been experiencing this where you are doing everything quote unquote right, but not manifesting what you want into your life, this is the key. This is the key to helping you get to the place where you are naturally and effortlessly manifesting what you want into your life. And As I've already said, this is exactly what we do inside of the Abundant AF Babe Academy. So if this podcast episode resonates with you, I want to encourage you to join this round of the Abundant AF Babe Academy. You owe it to yourself to work through these things that have been holding you back and have been making your brain and your body not communicate properly with each other. Because once that proper communication is there, manifestation is going to become so easy and so natural for you. And as I've already said, enrollment for this round of the Abundant AF Babe Academy is closing on February 28th, which is in 6 days from when this podcast episode is aired. So y'all, you want to click the link down below in the show notes to claim your spot in this round of the Abundant AF Babe Academy. And I'm so excited for all of you who've chose to come on board already. It's going to be so incredible to take all of your manifestations to the next level and really help you make this a lifelong thing and a lifestyle shift so that you can create a life that is greater than your greatest dreams. So with that, that is all that I have for you on today's episode of the No Bullshit Manifestation Show. But I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll chat with you on the next one.